You there, Laura?
Right, that's everything I could reach. Hello, Dylan. Waiting for the camera to peel itself off its little mountings.
Wait, you live?
Yep. So, let's put some stuff in the printer so I can have desk space. That's what I'm working on. This angle is not ideal. I should have the camera set lower, but meh. And things are going okay as far as I can tell, Dylan. I am joined by Squiddy and I believe Laura.
Laura.
Hey, I had sound.
Ah, congratulations.
Wunderbar.
Welcome to the 21st century.
For some reason, my laptop is trying to use my microphone as my earphones, and I'm like, it doesn't work like that.
Not with that attitude.
How was work?
Not too bad.
Did anyone piss you off?
No, I was just busy today, so I was tired, but good. This is the story. This guy's telling a story about 2 homosexual Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a game called the Darwin Project, and it's like a battle royale game, but you can have a director as well who like talks to all the people in the game and like has little powers that he can use to make the game more interesting. But at the beginning of it, all the players are in like a lobby where they can all hear each other, and he was going so they were going on about reading bedtime stories. So one of the guys says, "Make up a story about 2 homosexual Tyrannosaurus Rexes." So this guy's just making up a story about that on the spot.
Cool.
Quite amusing.
I bet.
He brought Jeff Goldblum into it.
Dylan.
Goldblum.
Dylan is questioning if you two are really there. However, I think you've now proved that by talking.
Maybe he believes we're a social construct or some kind of answer machine.
Omegonosaurus Rex. I don't... Okay. Right. Painting brake levers, because I'm exciting like that. Just doing that thing of painting white, so having to prime it all with currently Celestra Grey.
Oh, help, geez, I left Jennifer. Let's go about the ship again.
What else did I need to paint brake levers onto? Was it this one? Yes. So currently I'm working on a 5-plank truck that I made last year, a 7-plank truck that I made earlier this year, although it might have been late last year, I'm not sure. I've had a load of stuff in my painting pile. And I've got some mineral wagons to paint, because I'm exciting. I can't tell if the wheels look wrong on this one or not. Also, the print quality seems to be much poorer recently. Like the old ones have done seem much crisper. And again, it could be the part design as well. Yeah, painting this little bit here. And the lighting in here is awful, so you can barely see it at all. Yay! I'm not going to start painting new ones until I've got some of these done. Let's go with this open wagon. So I believe you're painting, you said, a Liberator, Omegon.
I am. I'm painting Warhammer because I'm very excited. I'm focusing on
I'm
the
sorry,
armor.
I'm painting model trains.
See, we have a winner.
Yeah, I don't think there's much competition there.
I know, you win hands down, mate.
Really? I was thinking it would go the other direction, but...
Focusing on the armor for today, because there's like 5 layers you need to do.
yeah.
You've got to do 2 coats of the base retributor, then you got to wash it.
Mhm.
Then another coat of retributor on the flat spots, another wash. Then you got to start highlighting.
I can assume it was a mistake, but I made intentionally the most boring Tinder profile I could, just to see what would happen.
Tinder.
I'm pretty sure I'm classy like that. I've already got a match, and I'm pretty sure I had a super like, but I didn't reciprocate. Oh shit.
You know you haven't made it until you get a hit on Grindr.
Yeah, I won't be doing that.
Do I have to restate what something you've already said? Not with that attitude.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh,
Some people just want company, man.
be right back.
Oh. Wait, you trusting us with your stream? Time to fuck shit up.
What the back say?
Whoops. Apparently, my phone was like, "What's that? Answer the call. You mean hang up, right?"
Oh, I've had that from
It's like swipes right.
you know,
it
that
goes
personal
left.
injury company that does it. They always call me. And
Yeah, it's probably a trash call, but
I block them every time. It's an 020 number. They keep getting new ones. I'm getting sick of it.
I remember what I did last time I was painting this. I gave it a fucking wash, and I hadn't bloody finished it because I was painting it in by like electric light, and where I'm sitting, I can't see fuck all.
What kind of base brush are you using? Sorry.
I'm using I don't know, it's just a brush.
Oh, just a brush. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a G-Dubs one I use for detailing. That's a number. That's either a number 5 or an S.
Okay. I'll have to look that up. Some more familiar with those.
There we go.
You should get some of those Poundland halogen, touch lights. Yeah. Base brush, small. Yeah, it's a small base brush. I've got one.
I got it with my paints that I got because I was like, need to buy all these paints. Huh, free
I
brush.
have one, right? Because I bought a medium, right? And the medium base brush for them fucking frays so easily. So I bought a small, but then I found out that even though it's alright, I'm not going to knock it. I found out that there's a much easier one called a base coat brush. That brush is far superior to any other brush they do.
No, currently I'm going to paint these up to pristine condition, and then find out from the client if they want them weathered or not. Because most of my stuff, I tend to give it a all-over wash of quite watered-down black.
Yeah, a non-oil will do that.
Yeah, I can't bother to buy washes though, just because the surface coverage you'd need. It'd be like painting a tank each time.
Oh yeah, I know. Battered black I've got as well.
I miss Badab Black.
I'm sticking with non-oil for now in the wash department, though, because I want to preserve my battered black. Keep it for future generations. It's an inheritance, let's call it that. Much like my Dark Angel green pot that I've had since like 2001.
I've got a couple of pots of Dark Angels that I was very fortunate to find second hand.
In the oldest pots they have. Like, ridiculous. I had to add a little chemical or two just to make sure the paint was still good. But yeah, it's not a bad gloss either. Good condition.
Now I need to
That was good too.
There you go. You can see the effect of me having already weathered it slightly before finishing painting the bastarding thing.
Mm.
So I've got one very clean panel. But I might be able to leave the others, I just need to paint all the stanchions. Because
Nice.
I can rewash it and that will fix most of my errors.
Most people find doing a wash, highlighting just the main flat areas, and then washing it intentionally in the grooves will accentuate all the details, which is good.
That's the thing, I want to get the detail around the rivets and the planks.
Hello, Saki.
Hello!
Wrong channel. Somehow I ended up watching Girl Paint.
No titties.
You have to actually donate to Skog's Patreon to flash his tits, and he doesn't have a Patreon.
Yeah. People whined at me for ages to get like a PayPal link or something, so I did. As far as I'm aware, no one has used it.
There you go, Saki. Donate. You will see it.
Not quite sure why you're trying to sell me, Omegon, but
Because you're a slut.
I mean, that's not wrong, but
Oh, just the thing. The Liberator Gold pot I bought earlier, it's layer paint, right? Opened it up, and it looks even though the outside looks like a sort of bronzy gold, the interior looks like red. I'm confused by this colour now.
I've got
I'm going to shake this
Balthazar now.
motherfucker.
My Balthazar's split like fuck, but I never use it because
Oh, that's better. There we go. Now it's like a proper silky colour. That red, oh my life. Maintain your paints, people. Maintain your paints.
Yeah.
I've got a dry gold, Griffin gold, golden Griffin. Sorry, it's like a jelly. Brilliant. Which is perfect for dry brushing. Yeah. Anyway, now I had a choice today because I could have either got the custodians or this unit of liberators. I figure we'll get the custodians next week because with that unit, I'll finally fit technically have enough to field an army because you need 2 troop choices and a idea for any small fight. Well, I've only got 1 custodian unit, 1 warden unit, and Trajan Valoris. So I need another troop choice. I can't bother to make Imperial Guard. Sorry, the Expendables.
I might have to do some of that tonight. Getting a lot of messages now. Fuck. The only war game I'm in, they're doing more character gen. They've had the fun a few days ago of reading someone's snowflake character, who is basically a space marine dropout who spent time with the orcs and with the Inquisition and is now a level 1 campaign guardsman, and they're 19, and it's just wow, you've had a busy life. I'm surprised the commissar hasn't just shot you as a matter of course.
I would on principle.
Xenos.
What's on principle?
But you, Laura, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I didn't even know you were still here.
Being very quiet.
I was just listening to the tail end of that stream. I wanted to hear how the story of the Tyrannosaurus has ended. Turns out they got crushed by an asteroid.
And a what? Tyrannosaurus?
Dead ass.
The homosexual T-Rexes got crushed by an asteroid in the air.
Oh, the stream you were talking about, yes. You're very quiet, Laura.
I turned myself down earlier because my little circle kept lighting up at the slightest movement, so I turned myself down because I felt like I was getting much playback.
Oh, don't worry about that. That's...
I'll turn myself up again. Is that better?
Turn yourself up, turn yourself on, whatever. What was I doing? Oh, yeah.
I don't suppose. Oh, you're all painting, aren't you? You're not on my stone here.
I can go on to New Estonia if you want.
Yeah, I might go on as well in a bit. I might have to stop streaming
I don't
though.
want to interrupt your paint time.
I'm not painting on his stream, so it's quite alright.
Yeah, you guys
So
feel
by
free
all
to play in
means-
the background. Just trigger my chat with the fact that they can hear the game being played but can't see it.
Yeah, I'll move my laptop as well. Right. Basically,
Oh,
I
we're
just.
nearly at the blood moon, aren't we?
Yep.
Are we?
Yeah.
I think, unless you guys did the blood moon last night. I think
No,
I didn't do
we've
anything
got. It's
last-
about 4 o'clock, I think, the day before the blood moon.
Oh, that's fine because I didn't play last night. Let's go on then. Oh, Belgian bus win.
Ooh,
Oh,
I miss being able to eat cake.
I forgot a
I-
cornetto.
I haven't eaten Belgian bun in ages. Belgian bun, so I bought Belgian bun.
I've made a pig of myself today. I woke up starving, so at 8 o'clock I had a bacon cheeseburger.
But you're a black hole for food.
And then at 10 o'clock I had a chocolate muffin and another chocolate muffin.
I'm sorry, but at this point I no longer understand your language. English too.
The guy that comes to drop the parts off, he says, every time I hear you, I'm like, shh. Always like munching on the tail end of a sandwich as I'm off the truck.
Oh, you little piggy.
Just to trigger anything in the chat. That can see that.
Oh, I need to charge my tablet.
Yeah, I need to charge my phone, so I can't watch the chat in a minute.
Hmm.
But I suppose I could watch it for a little bit.
I'm going to quickly go and disappear upstairs and get my charger for my tablet. I'm back on.
Okay.
Yeah, my charger's upstairs too, and I was just like, oh, effort.
Right. Now, hopefully, because my computer's not doing too much, it should run smoothly today. It's also quite cool outside. To the point where it was threatening rain earlier. So hopefully, I can get a little bit more of this done, and then I can jump onto Moistonia with the others.
Oh, there we've got Socky and Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, guys.
Just, yeah, I'm in the awkward angle of I can't show you what I'm painting because I would have to have the camera mounted in my face.
You have to turn it round.
Not really, because I have to. Well, I could turn around while I'm painting it, just make it more awkward for me to paint it.
See what you mean. You could get one of those. I want a lad that I follow. He does like little cooking streams on a Friday afternoon. Sometimes he's got like a little chest mount thing, and he just mounts his camera like on his chest when he's doing his cooking streams. And it's a perfect like position to see everything that he's doing.
That might work for me, but no, I've just got my camera is taped to a stack of Nutella jars because they're just the right height to see in my printer. And I've just turned
a
the.
like movable tripod arm. You can mount your camera up, and then you swing the camera around.
That requires me to have space and to do like camera stuff, which I very, very rarely do. And yes, Socky the Real, the cooking guy wears the strap on. Cool.
I wouldn't actually put it past Tanuki to wear a strap on as well, to be fair.
Probably triggering loads of people with how I'm doing the painting, but it's just layering up the bits where some of this print's gone a bit squiffy, but the rest of the van is fine.
I should probably have a nap, but meh.
Yeah.
I will, however, go make a cup of coffee whilst I wait for my gun to get in.
Yep.
Back in 2 minutes.
Okay. There you go, slowly getting there. that's this is van number 1, and here is van number 2. Needs its roof painting, and all of its underframes building, but it's there. I've got my black and red one I'm working on. Not sure if I'm going to do that as a private owner or just as a old livery one, as the Great Western Railway used to do their vans in that colour scheme. But that was in like the 1880s? With some lasting past that. But all new build is painted obviously in the up-to-date colour scheme. Another thing I've got to paint is these two. Got these mineral wagons. These are limit ones that, as you may have just seen, used to be green. So they're the sort of toy ones, but they work. They look alright. Currently got one painted up as the semi-private owner National Coal Board livery, which they had for internal use, which would be for if you had, say, 2 or 3 mines in one area, you'd have you'd carry the coal to the main place using internal trucks, or just for storage. Then you'd have your export wagons being the mainline ones, as the internal user ones don't have to be kept to the same level of maintenance, and generally the older wagons. So when you had the new hopper ones, the merry-go-round wagons, you'd probably have started having all of this style of one being the internal use. But yeah, they were painted the rather nice shade of blue. And the Chasewater Railway has, I believe, a few relics from the Littleton Colliery mine, which is the one that's quite near where I used to live. And at one point I think I had a full map of the length of the track, but
I've just realised where I saved myself. I'm in the loft of one of your little terrace buildings, and it's night time.
oh, yes.
I'm not leaving here until the sun comes. Fuck that, I'm in melanoma.
Hey, that'll be fine. What time of day is it?
No. Day 104 at 11 PM. I should make a campfire and stay here.
Okay, so Blood Moon is in about 40-50 minutes time. Okay, that should be enough time to paint this van then. Because I've got another one that's not got the underframes built but has the rest of it. Annoyingly, this one, the frames have splayed apart, so I can squeeze them in quite a lot. Also, I've had to paint, because I painted it white because I made good decisions as the base coat. The wheels were already glued in, as this one has tie bars, and the tie bars cap off the stanchions, so you can't get the wheels out, which is useful for, you know, not losing them or them like falling out in transit, but it does mean that you can't take them out when you're painting, without some effort anyway. So I'm assuming you're going to go back to painting them while you sit in the loft?
Yep. Sure as fuck can't go anywhere. Sorry, I won't go anywhere.
It's probably not too bad, but I can see why you have hesitation. I have finished the set of houses though now.
I would say, it's a nice. This loft is the only one that doesn't have the slanting on the interior. Has because you haven't finished the roof. I'm going to do that now because I'm bored.
Fair enough. So I'd not really bothered to do most of the
And then obviously
interiors.
you've got the one where the chimney's in the middle instead of on the edge.
Yeah, I just want to knock it down now. It's the point.
I did fix that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was a lot of concrete to dig through, but I did fix it.
Oh, that's okay then.
The other ones, the van I'm currently painting and the wagon previous to that are some LMS ones I'm doing. Although technically, for the most part, LMS vans had sliding doors, not hinged doors. So they're going to look a little bit strange. But as far as I've been able to tell, most people don't care about freight stock. It's just something to have. Whereas, if I quickly show my desktop... There we go. That's not the ideal desktop to show, because it's got all my things over it, but that kind of coach, it's very pretty. And yes, if I could get some, I believe they're Churchwood, like top lights, I would be a very happy but very poor person. As the Collett suburban coaches that are currently for sale from Lionheart Trains work out to about 170 to 200 quid a coach, depending on the amount you get at a time. And they're very nice, but they're like a month's rent. Well, more than a month. No, less than a month's rent, but still.
There we go. Your loft is done.
Hooray!
Now, but this is my house now. I claim it.
Cool. Feel free. So if you look at the rest of the houses in the block, you may notice something missing about the back of them.
Go and have a look.
You could just move from house to house walking down the street.
It's all good. I'm just gonna hide in the loft. I sure as fuck I'm not going out.
Why? What's happening outside?
It's melanoma. Everything's happening outside.
Fair enough.
I'm just gonna hide in the loft. I got 9 mushrooms. I'll live off those.
You know, I'll come into one of the houses in a few days' time and just find someone growing weed in one of the lofts.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, no, I had wondered that doing something like that, and where it's the same basic house on the outside, and have it as like if we did a communism or a socialism map. If everyone just lives in a block, either a block of flats or a row of houses.
Yeah.
So it's everything's centralised, but also everyone can then obviously add their own flair. Like the thing in Romania where everyone tends to have quite expensive carpets in their houses, because that was how you showed you had wealth, because there was fuck all else. At least according to V.
The shekel man.
His great tales of how people would use cats to steal those carpets when they were being cleaned in like the spring.
Cats to steal carpet?
Well, once you clean your carpet...
Oh, how big are these cats?
Big carpets. What they'd do is they'd hang them over like the balconies to dry them out in the nice weather, at which point your person comes along with their cat, you throw the cat up at the carpet, the cat grabs on, you then catch the cat potentially, or at least have the carpet, and then walk off with it. Because the cat will, by reaction, try and, not fall to its death.
I see. Hello, Stargazer.
Hello! Build Grenfell on the map. Nah, I'm not a Labourite.
Oh, I have a chair. That in the loft as well.
Ah, look at you, a chair and some mushrooms. What more does a squid need?
I don't know, maybe a tank.
Like that guy I was watching earlier, he was playing this game and like creature things that he was killing, and he was fucking hate squids. And I was like, I know how you feel, mate.
Oofed.
One day, nuts and Laura will become reality. And on that day, she'll actually be like tweeting all about how great tentacles are.
I was like, kill the tentacles with fire.
Slowly getting there. It's looking a bit less patchy and a bit more consistent. But I do need natural light to do this.
I'm just standing here watching bullet casings getting forged. It's not really the most productive use of my time.
Not gonna lie, generally when I go to the traders, if I have the spare money for it, I will just buy all of its ammunition, just in case.
I tend not to use guns a lot, really.
I don't, but
I just keep them for the blood moon, like if a lot start to like pile up in one place or something. I'm like, oh.
I do want to be able to go out with an SMG at some point and just use it as a bullet hose.
There's something very satisfying about using it.
I do want to get some turrets on our walls. At some point. I'm also quite... Can you pick turrets up once you put them down?
Yep.
Sweet. Because I think I am going to extend my wall out. Well, not extend the wall out, but I'm going to build a secondary wall, I think.
Is it going to be huge? This
I'm
wall.
trying not to make it too big because it's irritating having to make that much concrete. Just another double thick wall. But then what I'm going to do is put some blade traps in the gap, I think.
Double thick.
Deep penetration. I'm looking forward to Fifth and eventually making more of his Matt Easton videos.
Yeah.
He's all about that deep penetration. He's a mechanic now, isn't he, Fiffin?
I don't even know what he does these days. I haven't spoken to him.
I know his Twitter got burned to the ground, so we made a new one.
At that point, considering how he obviously his platform was built quite well off the back of the success of the channel Feminism is for Nobody, but since he doesn't use it anymore, really, it just no one knows who he is now.
So young.
Yeah.
Burned out already.
He will be missed.
Press F to respect women. Right, I think that's all painted. There's a few little bits that I've missed. Damn it.
Gosh darn it.
Language, Laura.
It's the different textures because this is the reason I printed the vans differently after this batch. Because this one, the door planks go at 90 degrees to the print grain, so they just look a bit shit. Whereas on let's quickly get this bit painted, then I can put it down. Enjoying staying in the house?
Yeah, I put some shelves in here. I've got a storage box, chair.
Yeah,
Some
I'm
roof,
tempted to
some
fit
roof.
out at least one of them with like a kitchen and everything.
Got some railing as well. You know, I'm being upgraded them because it turns out I had 500 forged iron on me. All that forged iron, I brought loads of resources. Drink. Didn't bring food.
Right, there we go. That's the better side, I think.
Hi, Disconnect.
Hello.
God.
You call that painting? Well, it wasn't painted before I started.
Take his wrench away so I can sign him out for that kind of heresy.
Okay then. Here you go, this one.
Done. Oh, I know. I just keep doing it. Oh, you go back to.
There you go, this one. The planks run in the other direction. So this one has much smoother doors.
Nigga, 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 nigga.
It's lovely.
7 years.
Earlier, Eric DM'd me on Twitter. He actually sent me the legal legislation for that. So I might, because if there's not a video on it, I don't think I need to at that point.
7 years.
Yeah, I might have a look at it because they do reference it for Prime Minister's questions today, which I haven't watched yet. So I went to the bank, so I didn't get a chance to watch PMQ live. But before PMQ started, they were talking about abuse from MPs received and stuff like that.
7 years.
It's on your channel. You're fine. You're going for it.
Yeah.
When you leave, that Grinder app will sound so much more appealing to you.
No. I'm not a fan of people who have the same or a greater number of penises than I have.
Don't assume their gender. Just because they have a wang doesn't mean they're men.
Yeah, women can have penises too, you know.
Yeah, I've seen the Free Press of Kyrgyzstan's. She's always a woman to me.
Can't feel.
Clearly you've not been to Thailand.
She
Otherwise
might
you don't know
be a
this.
chick, but she's rocking a cock.
Hello, Stargazer. I like how you went with the story that I found a few days ago. Meg.
What's that?
The steaming of the vagina.
Oh, yeah.
Steamed
I noticed
clams.
I noticed a few other articles that popped up on my phone as well. 7th rounds.
I don't think you go with it.
I also got an article on my phone earlier now explaining to me in great detail why American women find the British accent or British men so appealing.
Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone.
Yes.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding. Banana phone. Yeah, the fun has yet to start here, but I believe everyone else is playing 7 Days to Die.
I am
don't
just
get to
loading.
see. Does Disconar streaming and me being there count as it's Wednesday, my dudes?
No.
Because my computer's really not enjoying streaming things.
I'm not streaming.
Like, at the moment,
so-
I'm streaming just the webcam of me painting. They want to renationalise all of the railways, at least Labour do.
They talked about that in Parliament.
That's going to cost them so much money, or they have to wait for the franchises to expire, and
In
then
2020.
and then still buy all the equipment back. But however, my at least local railway network, the one, well, near me at least, that's already gone up for renewal and has been renewed. And the new trains look a bit shit, in my opinion.
Yeah, there is a lot of there was a lot of debate
delivery.
with the Transport Secretary Chris Grayling after Prime Minister's question today, and they were talking about this privatisation, all these companies being bailed out because of failings. But it's not entirely. It is through to an extent.
It's the
but it's
system
not.
that's the problem. It's the
It's-
fine system for delays. And on the one hand, yes, if they're causing delays, there should be some repercussions to that. However, it seems like the fines are so big that as soon as you have one train that's a bit delayed, you might as well just not try and make any money again.
Yeah,
That's one of the reasons the trains are so expensive to, travel on, is just because
This is
if
why
your
I'm
train
not
is late,
huge.
you're fucked.
yeah. This is why I'm not huge on it being publicly owned. I'm not against it entirely. I just don't think it's feasible because we have to constantly pump so much into it.
Well, we already do put about, I think it's 15 billion a year or something like that into it. Anyway,
We do.
to subsidise various... The thing is that subsidising various networks to... basically, it's paying the operator to operate the route,
Oh, for fuck's sake, fire the fucking gun!
which then obviously the... or subsidising the fares on certain routes. Because the other thing of the Mayor of London was like, we want to get rid of tube prices. the tubes can be free, except because it's free, it's not free, that sort of thing. Right, this is getting there.
Right, so I need to go dig up sand.
I don't actually know if I've got Steam open yet. Let's have a look. Not quite sure where Dylan wants you to be out, but
I was getting taken out by a fucking doggo in Sonoma. Need bandages, food, so I run the house.
yeah, I think the street looks alright.
It does. Looks fantastic now I'm not near it, because there are no more doggos.
They just want to be, like, friendly.
I'm sure they were not trying to be friendly. With the lag that happened at the time, I couldn't really shoot. You made a hill.
I was doing it as a prototype for a hangar. It was meant to be a garage eventually.
But maybe you make it into your own little mausoleum.
It might as well be if I get caught outside at the wrong time.
But look at that, you have. Well, that's not a bad thing.
It's one of those things.
Looks like the exit for Thunderbird 2 though.
Doesn't Thunderbird 2 have the palm trees though that have to fall over in the process?
In the driveway. Yes.
If they made the Thunderbirds today, at least one of his sons would have to be a girl, and at least another one would have to be trans.
Oh, the third one would have to be gay, and the fourth one would not be white.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if it's if it's just a heavily implied, or if it's actually canon that Lady Penelope is their mum.
Yeah, I never quite got it.
Or if she's his sister or something, I forget.
I honestly
Obviously,
couldn't tell you.
I can't remember his name. I know it's the Tracys, but that's not very helpful.
Arca?
No, the dad.
I don't remember his name, actually.
There's Scott, Virgil, Alan, Gordon, and there's one more of the sons, and then the dad, and I can't remember the name.
I should pretend his name's Dick, because Dick Tracy is very easy to remember.
I don't think it was Dick Tracy, because Dick Tracy was another.
Yeah, I know, that's why it's easy to remember.
So it's Scott, Alan, Gordon, Virgil. Because the thing is, because the Virgin Trains named all of their Class 56s after them. Because I've got the model
Jeff.
of, I believe, Jeff. That's the one. My
Google,
name's Jeff.
thank you.
Now
Sorry?
was Jeff the dad, or
Well, it's a fictional character from Thunderbirds. Family. I couldn't start. I'm just googling it quickly. He's the dad. Yeah,
yeah, there we go.
I'm seeing the puppet image. Yeah, he's. My name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff. Right, so that one's done now. It's gonna go up there. This one mostly done. That
I'm probably run back to my house or something. Get some food.
Yeah, that's them too. So I'm gonna say that I've been streaming for 45 minutes now. Calm the fuck down. I'm going to probably have to leave it there shortly. So yeah, I'm gonna turn off the camera.
He wants to
Yes,
teach
I'm
himself
afraid
that
you won't be seeing
Oh.
kids.
I'm going to turn the camera back on. There is a 19.7 gigabyte update for Vermintide 2.
Yeah, I noticed. I'm not doing that yet.
I'm going to continue to do that.
Probably a bunch of campaign stuff, but honestly, not happy.
Let's have a look. And yes, the 56 of the rescue engine. There might be 57s. I will check. Thunderbirds. TV series. Jerry Anderson.
Didn't the BBC absolutely shit on the creator of the Thunderbirds?
Oh yeah, set in the mid 2060s. 100
Memory
years.
serves, they absolutely crapped on it. Actually treated him like shit.
Uh,
Insulted his legacy.
I don't know, but I remember Stingray,
Captain Scarlet too.
Captain Scarlet. I think that was a different.
Stingray.
I think I had the Stingray car thing.
I think
But
I
I
had
never-
that as well, and I remember having
What?
a Thunderbird 2.
I had all the Thunderbirds because I had my dad and I made a Tracy mashup.
Oh,
'Cause I remember when Blue
did
Peter had
that.
their guide on how to make it, and it's like, who the fuck has sticky back plastic?
When I was a kid, it was Mache, which was easy enough, and Blue Peter taught us.
So,
Terrorhawks, yep, I remember Terrorhawks.
so multimillionaire philanthropist Jeff Tracy, his sons Scott, John, Virgil, Gordon, and Alan. So we'd named all of the sons, but couldn't remember which one was which. The International Rescue. There's also Brains. And Jeff's elderly mother. Oh, I'd forgotten about her. Ah, the Malaysian manservant Kirano and his daughter Tintin. I'd forgotten about. I've forgotten so much of this.
Yeah,
Be
there's a
allowed
lot.
today. Hidden base in the Southern Pacific. So Australia.
I don't think it was Australia.
Oh yes, Lady Penelope is their spy master.
Because they had all their stuff still.
So I was reading the Wikipedia article and just going, I remember so much of this now.
Thank you, Wikipedia. I'm still not donating to that.
Oh yeah, the Hood, who has telepathic powers and can manipulate Kirana.
You know what's so iconic about the Thunderbirds? Busted did a song about. Oh, that song was so bad.
There was even a live-action film made.
Yeah,
I
that's
saw
what
some
the
of
song-
that. It made me
That's what
sad.
that's what the song was written for.
Yep.
The film was so bad.
64
Didn't
and a
watch
half.
it.
I forgot. Were they an hour long each episode?
Cats of Ben King's in that film.
Bloody hell. Yes, 50-minute run times. Damn. That's a lot of
I
puppetry.
really loved, right, with the puppet stuff, was that they occasionally slipped in real hands and shit. It's like, it's so shit, but it's so good.
That's the thing. It was in the days where special effects meant putting in effort, not using a computer. And I know that computers use effort, but When you see an explosion in something like Thunderbirds, it's because it's an explosion.
Oh yeah, this is the kind of explosion that made Myth like shit. Got a stack play yet?
Wow. Each puppet would, in today's money, cost about £5,000 to make.
Worth it.
That's so little money in terms of TV.
Still worth it.
That's why they had such big heads, because the solenoid to make their lips move.
Hmm.
And people go, "Oh, Jerry Anderson, isn't he that guy from, like, Northern Ireland?"
Yeah, different guy.
Yeah, it's Jerry Adams.
Yeah, he's not the Sinn Féin man.
Saki, what I'd say would be the worst one would be the second part.
What's the question?
What's worse, a stream where a grown man looks up Thunderbirds on Wikipedia or watching it?
I've not looked at my chat.
I'd say the person who's watching is the worst one, because Skog's actually doing the thing where you're just watching him do the thing.
Oh, yeah. No, it's alright. It was the Class 57, not the Class 56.
Saki should be ashamed of himself.
Yeah.
At least get some dignity. Do what we're doing. Not watching the stream at all. But we have it on in the background. Let's go with that.
I've only got it on because
Oh, they crossed 300,000 to refurbish. Now tell me the interesting things. Okay, there are 6 of them remaining as rebuilt, according to this article, which are Lady Penelope and Thunderbird are the only ones of the original Thunderbird series, because they're now owned by different railway companies. Boo.
Sorry?
When they were all owned by Virgin Trains, they were all named after the characters from Thunderbirds. I think there's also, like, Fab 1 was the one that wasn't. But, okay, so there's the ones that were owned by Freightliner, which are all quite dull. There we go, so the Virgin Trains ones were Scott Tracy, Virgil Tracy, Alan Tracy, Gordon Tracy, John Tracy, Jeff Tracy, Lady Penelope still exists, Tintin, Brains, Kirano, Parker, The Hood, Tracy Island, Firefly, The Mole, and Fab 1. And,
Cool.
And Lady Penelope is now owned by Direct Rail Services.
LOL.
Yeah, there is the rescue locomotive of all the relevant couplings to pick up a Pendolino, and either to drag the Pendolino over an electrified line, or to pick up failed Voyagers. I'm exciting. So exciting. Let's try and do something productive instead. I didn't know, Viper Sword has a Discord server now.
Does she?
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop the link in the chat. You can all go and tell her that she's cute.
And you'll be booted within about. Ooh.
Oh,
I was gonna
yes.
say, I bet you're in that.
She'll be like,
that
oh,
Discord
and it
server."
seems I'm no longer in the server.
Oh well.
Right, I should have had
We'll
enough
have a
time.
bot looking for the word cute. It's the ban anyone that says it.
As long as she was triggered, that's all that matters.
Paint shaking intensifies. There we go. Right. Yeah, no, it's been a while since I've seen them. I don't know if they still get shown on. Would it be CBBS or would it be too old for CBBS? Could, you know, I will at some point have to attempt to find them and get my nephews to watch them.
What's this?
The Thunderbirds.
Ah, I miss the Thunderbirds.
Are the bandit armor the best armor in the game?
Yes. Better than the military armor, which was a surprise, but I think the military armor is better against ballistics. So, should you, be doing...
Counter a zombie with a gun?
Yeah, I think it's player-to-player combat.
Okay. Makes more sense.
So basically, when you're helping Meg out or Skog out, then wear that.
Yeah. Military
I'm
armor...
just a little curious about this, because he's got some heavy banded chest armor, right, which is only level 26 for 2005. But then he has some heavy banded gloves at 391 for 2159. And I'm like,
I would say...
awfully close in price for the difference in the
Yeah, the gloves are
level
going to
there.
be. The gloves are a lot cheaper than buying the chest armor.
Yeah, I would say wait until you see them in purple, because the price difference is very minuscule with the quality. So, you're spending, I think at most, like 1,000 or maybe 2,000 more to get, like, purple grade equipment. Which, if you're going to spend money like that, you might as well, do it properly, as it were. But you are, obviously, free to do as you will. There we go. Shiny white brake levers. So you can see them. Because not being able to see your brake levers can be an issue. This one next. Using a different brush to the main one. This brush pretty much only ever gets used for painting white.
Oh, he's got a black
White.
sword, but it's only level 40. And it's like, meh.
So that paintbrush is racist then?
Well, the paintbrush isn't. It doesn't get to choose.
I'm
It's
half
just...
tempted to buy this generator bank.
Well, neither did we, but we still get called racist
Yeah.
because we are white.
You filthy white pigs.
Exactly.
Blue Lives Matter.
Because it's only 1,291, this generator bank. And that would get us my first ever electric.
Yeah, I think I got a
If you got spare points, Lord, just if you put, you can actually get the thingy from.
Yeah, I know, but I want to put my points in other things.
I've not put any points into electricals yet.
No, me neither.
I've got a solar panel in my roof.
I'm waiting to get the points so I can do a chemistry station.
See, there's a chemistry station at my trader, and really, I do want a cement mixer in my house, but the chemistry station, for how often I use it, really.
I want it for gunpowder, because I want.
Wow,
I just run down to the
Star!
trader and I put me stuff
You
in,
talk your dog out?
and then I run around collecting resources and come back later.
Viper's Twitter is in the chat because this is her Discord server, as Socky has just said.
Talk the dog out of what?
Dunno. She just had to talk the dog out.
Ooh.
You don't know, man. You weren't there.
Yeah.
Please, don't jump! Don't jump!
Do a flip.
Yes, I'm gonna buy that generator van.
You have so much to live for. Like licking your own balls. Or sniffing other dogs' arses.
Has he got any pistol parts?
Oh, phew.
No. Who would buy wood? Like, I just don't.
Someone who badly needs an axe.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. The only other thing that he has that I might is a scrap helmet schematic, but really I wear me flashlight most of the time.
Yeah, the amount of times that I have taken off my flashlight hat is... I could probably count them on one hand if I'd had some kind of saw-based incident.
Because I haven't got like a puffer jacket or a big coat or anything, I just feel like I've got like a woolly when I get cold. And if I'm out and about during the day, then I take my flashlight helmet off to put a hat on if it starts snowing. But other than that, it stays on my head.
Yeah, Doggo Land is warm, so...
And I've got a poncho, so... Because my house is like right in between forest and sand. So like I run to one side to get resources and I'm hot, and then I run to the other side and then it's cold. And it's right. Tip you for what? I bought stuff. What more do you want? Should be tagging free.
I'm pretty sure after one of those times I was like, can I shoot him in the face?
Yeah.
I can, it just doesn't hurt him. Okay then. Damn it.
I think I might pop some more gunpowder in actually. I should have brought my shit with us. That's right, it's only 11 in the morning. I got time. I got all the time.
Gradually painting this van.
My house is ready for Blood Moon, really. Oh.
Hopefully I won't miss the Blood Moon, but
It's 10:47 AM.
I am 8 gigabytes into a 20 gigabyte download.
Really want to do the Blood Moon. I'm sure we could like just pause until you
I
get
could pause the download.
It is just done inside. I mean, there's no hurry on that.
Oh shit, that's the point.
So I don't know.
Oh, I need to restart that download of Destiny on my Xbox because I paused it the other day because I was playing Havoc. I was trying to play Neverwinter, and that's internet heavy game, and doing a 58 gigabyte update at the same time is just, yeah.
No, I don't know when I'll next play Vermintide, because I tend to, if I see Beard Barians on, I tend to just jump in and attempt to keep him company. But with his, sounds like his housing situation is somewhat up in the air.
Yeah, I'm hoping that gets resolved. I'm hoping we can get back to making.
Because he's so enthusiastic, but he can't do the things. It's like, part of me is just kind of wondering, it's like, how long until he just goes, I'll sleep on Magog's couch? Assuming Magog has such a thing. It feels really weird referring to them as Jeremy and Steve.
They sound like a gay couple.
Maybe Jerome and Steve, but...
I'll be honest, they still sound like a fantastic couple, and I'm so happy that somebody would mash up with each giant arse they're married. Basic bitch names.
Yep, there we go. So, the unpainted side and the painted side.
So hole.
Isn't
in
this
my
exciting?
street.
And yes, there is a bit missing from this van. There should be a bit more roof there, but that's what the roof looks like. Get it in
How to
frame.
make paint again? You need one of
Chrysanthemum, golden
Cotton.
wood,
water.
and
Yeah.
cotton with murky water makes 50.
Sweet. I can make a lot of paint and I can paint my roof.
I normally do it in batches of 25. Was it
All the
50?
levels there.
The maximum it holds is 60, I do believe.
60 stacks, yeah. As I made that much recently because Omegon was kind enough to give me a big box full of, like, stuff.
Stuff.
I was like, ooh, paint. And then I used about 3,000 of it painting my terrace.
I didn't realise there was that much there. I think that we didn't.
Ah, my heart and soul warmer. Isn't that nice?
Oh my god, that
Fuck up.
I think that box is still open in my house, and with all the schematics in it.
I might go and rummage through that in the near future. Maybe after. Maybe.
It's also
do
got all
some
the
up-
paint in if you wanted to nab some.
I need to level up to make.
9 gigabytes in now.
You really shouldn't bother. I mean, it's going to be a while. You're not going unless you intend to play that.
Well, I might as well try and get stuff done while I've still got the light, 'cause the light, I can already tell the light's fading. And as soon as it's gone, because the thing, I've got a block of flats on one side of me and a factory on the other in terms of where the light can be. So
What
I don't
other
get the
kind
good
of
sunlight
cabin?
for too long.
I'm curious, Saki.
Bloody hell.
What other kind of camp? I thought camping was sitting in tents drinking. That's
The camping I tend to do involves setting up a tent at some point on a Wednesday or a Thursday, and then occasionally sleeping in it, and spending the rest of your time hitting people with swords.
Although to
Okay.
be fair, we usually sit outside the tents and drink beer around the campfire generally. Although one time we did strap a blow up dinghy thing, like a dinghy boat, to the top of a 4x4, and we sat people in the dinghy. Drove the 4x4 round it in circles in a field.
A dinghy is just a paddling pool that's the wrong way up.
Yeah. And they couldn't figure out how to get down
Right.
with water and then put our tinnies in, and it came out cooler. People thought this was a good idea because the guys on either side of us. Do you mind if we put our tinnies in your pool? We were like, huh? Go ahead. Right. Industry station.
This is my contribution to I'm trying to stream while saving up for some replacement bits on my computer. Like, the safe bet is get a power supply that's a higher rating. Because currently mine is within the rating, but that might not allow for peak performance, which tends to be what my processor is sitting at.
Just make a check. I'll see if Alpharius is up. Because it's supposed to be released. Released at Warhammer World, but not.
Yeah. I had to walk over to Nia there last week.
I would have loved to have gone to the event, but I couldn't travel.
Yeah, it's
Not on there yet. It's a shame. I don't think it's about the size of a regular Space Marine. Maybe a little bit taller. I don't expect them to be as expensive as other Primarchs. In fact, I think it'd be a lot cheaper.
I'm Alfarius, and so is my wife.
Good.
So I watched Life of Brian recently. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Ow! Why is this hurting so much?
We're not saying it again, you bastard.
The inside of me smells bad, based on the smell of the sneeze.
I need to get my hair and stuff. Stuff.
There we go. Nice, shiny white handrails. Not gonna miss those in a hurry. Ah, thank you, Stargazer. I'm looking forward to when I can finally get to run all this stock somewhere. Hopefully I can get to a show that has a demo track. And I can, because it would be quite fun to go and test out my my 9F. The big beast that it is. It's, I've got a fair amount of rolling stock that I could put behind it. Also, I do want to get my castle out sometime. But again, I'd have to get it to a place where I could run it. As the local club layout is not big enough to really get it up to anything even resembling speed. Because, yeah, it's about 18-20 foot. Sounds like a lot. But the loco is 18 inches long. I've never had it to full speed.
I don't think I'd want to eat.
Well, not with that attitude. Yeah, it's the little tail lamp painted up again. As these are originally white plastic that I had painted just the single red aspect onto. But I glued them on, then spray painted everything. So like everything else, it needs to get repainted.
Once you're at level 5 or 5 with minus 69, then like all the chopping is so good.
Yep. I think I get about 75 wood per swing.
I get
Like,
15.
I get 20 rock, 6 iron, 6 nitrate, and 6 lead, and 6 coal per swing.
Fuck.
Like, yay!
You do go through boulders a lot faster though. Let's try and build up the white layer on this roof again. Because even with the white base paint, it's not very thick. So You really need to layer it up to get the strong colour. And annoyingly, once I've got it all nicely painted up, I've got to weather it. Which always seems a little counterproductive.
Can I just leave it outside for a few days?
Wrong kind of weathering. Generally just do essentially an ink wash. But what time of day is it now?
2:42.
Oh, it's not so bad. Now up to 13 gig. Wow, it's running at 7 megabyte download. Fuck. I think that's the second highest I've ever seen my download. It possibly should be higher, but it's still pretty good. I have to pop across my room, get my other van, so I can paint that one up as well.
Oh, level 69, dude.
Giggity. Well, this is all very pleasant.
Which?
What type of game server, Socky?
Who's doing what?
Socky says, last time I went camping was an older shot, which is not usual type of camping. So, should be fun. Might run a game server while I'm away if anyone's interested. It's making the box I have as a footrest vibrate. Good, fortunately, it's not the frequency which makes my broken off piece of chest vibrate, because that's really unpleasant.
I can imagine. Right, let's head back to the trader.
Oh, it's looking a bit more cheerful. Let's get that at an angle where you can see it. I was going to say wrist, but that's not a wrist, that's an elbow. Okay, the paint I got that's white is actually cream. I am disappointed.
think somebody's wheeling the wheel down there.
No idea, depends which team lets me run. Fair enough. I think I looked into how to do all that at one point and just went, nah, I'll be okay. It's like a lot of effort. I don't know if you can tell, but that is not as white as that roof. Oh dear. Had I started painting one of these? I had. Let's get a little bit of paint on those just to indicate that they should. This colour. Oh god, the rain strips on these look fucking awful. Don't know if you can see. Just, nah. It's fucking awful. Okay, I can't tell if this white is layering better without a base coat or the same.
Who, James?
Let's shuffle those down a bit. I think that one needs that colour roof as well. That one's going to stay grey. Right, I shall return in but a moment. I need to go and grab something else from the other side of the room. Oh, my bones.
Oh, big bad wolf. Come on, you bastard. Come here. That's it.
So. Right, this one. I had also neglected to paint the brake handle, which is generally one of the few parts of the wagon that is maintained clean. It's the bit that gets the most use. There we go. Compare the other side. See the other two over here are going to be that one. I've got the chassis for them just next to my printer. That's a bit better. Let's put that over there to dry. I've got more barrels than I can shake a collection of sticks at. Yeah. I've got 3 trucks full of them now, because I use them as printing testers. generally speaking, if it can print a barrel, it can manage to do the rest of it. Right, there's a rather battered chassis. Stick that on the pile over there. There is one that came with the newly acquired pair. These have also got teeny tiny brake handles. Pretty much get away with painting these on with Tipex. If I was feeling particularly lazy, I could probably get away with just painting the stripe on these that shows where the tip door is. Like on... No, that one's not got one. This one. And leave it at that. I mean, they're about the right colour. Might just do as a quick paint job. Yeah. The more of my stock that I've got painted up, the better it looks when I need to take photographs of stuff, because I can have a nice background of painted things. Because, well, don't know Omegon's thoughts on this, but at least when I'm taking pictures of models, it's nice to have some relevant background for them.
Scenery always helps.
Yeah, I'm slowly trying to build myself an engine shed, but not really got the space for it. Or rather I have, but that space is currently occupied by all the stuff that would go in the engine shed. And finding a temporary place is not too convenient. Right, only 3 gigabytes left. How long have I got left until I need to be in the game?
It is 6 PM exactly.
I should make that then. God, this... I printed these last year, back when my printer wasn't being a massive bell end all the time. Forgot how bad it was when it tried to... The thing is, the van itself is fine. It's all the handrails, because they stick out the sides, as I'm sure you can see. So it doesn't have anything to support them. So they just melt and sag and generally look a bit shit. There's a limit to how much you can correct in post. Some of it you can.
Can't you print them off as a separate thing and then glue them on?
Yes, that would work much better.
That's
However,
fine.
these ones have them built in, and the rest of them is... It's a job I might do eventually, because the rest of the vehicle is nice enough. However, with the new batch I'm doing, which have got a full new set of drawings, they're going to be optimised for the failures these had.
Whiskey in here.
How so, Laura?
Just wouldn't let us in any of my boxes.
Does that to me semi-regular.
Trying to organise shit. And the game was just like, nah. Not today.
Organising boxes is the single most exciting thing ever.
Okay, my phone's at 2% battery. I should probably go get my charger.
Mm-hmm. There we go, that's the handrails tidied up on that side. This side, however, they still look Wonky as all fuck. Alright, 1.2 to go in the home stretch. I had messages a while ago, I should check those. Looks better, looks passable, yeah. A nice pair of toads. Who can say where the toad goes? Only toad. I don't know enough of the words to that, and I don't imagine I'd get a copyright claim from Aiden Paladin if I played that, but I could. Oh, it's being slow. Of course it is. Yeah, 4 gigahertz is kind of meaningless. There we go, if it loads. But I think when it comes to jumping onto the game, I will have to stop streaming. Just in case. But potentially Disconar might be streaming later, as might Squiddy, as might Laura. I do not know, but these are people who have been known to stream in the past. So yeah, there we go. Here is oh, fuck off with this advert. Right, mute the tab. No! Ah, you dick. Okay, computer's being slow. Hopefully GIF-Gaff aren't gonna fucking claim me for showing one of their adverts briefly. Also, that's a really obnoxious advert. Yeah, no, not for me. Let's try that again. Come on.
Who can say where the cash goes? The ball pit's closed, only told. Down the road, go down the road, toad on the road, toad on the road, toad on the road, toad on the road. We'll watch their revenge die, the good boys by, that's our toad.
There you go, that's the link.
We'll watch Monday Mad stage wide. That's our toad. Toad on the road. Toad on the road. Toad on the road.
And that is relevant totally because these pair of vans are classified as toads. Because all of them were named after all of them. This van, don't know if you can see that. Let's get the thing up. This is a mink. I'm not quite sure which type. Might be a type 9. My memory of them is not too clear. I think these are type 23 minks. Not too sure. I think I've done a. I think I've done a mica in the past. Mica is the meat van variant, which has its refrigeration and cooling, normally by means of dry ice. It's in the days before you got like air conditioning, essentially. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that.
Riveted.
Mm.
Okay, I might as well try this.
Alright, on the stream, this looks fine, but to my eyes, I can see all the little flaws in it still. It bothers me. Oh, apparently still never painted this end. Okay. If I wanted to, I could carefully price the roof off of this and paint the interior. Not gonna do that though. Hey, the download's done. What time is it?
It is 9:09.
Oh, bugger. Right then, I will have to say then, I shall bid you adieu, ladies und sock. And I will try and stream again later on in the week, as I'm not going to be doing much else productive. Probably, unless all these text messages are urgent work. Paint. Yeah. That brush was not as clean as I thought it was. Yep.
There's a bee in
Goodbye.
the bathroom.